hello there again. Well, the chaotic cat spaceship crew are back, and we've landed behind these people. I think they were watching us before when we briefly turned the ship off the cloak function. Oh, that was fun, wasn't it? Oh, yes, it was. Oh, so here we are. We've landed. And we're right behind them, and we've zoomed in, and we've frozen them in the quantum space-time. So, we could even uncloak, and they won't even know that we're here. Oh, shall we do it? No, don't be silly. What happens if somebody else that we haven't cloaked happens to spot us? Oh, yes. So what shall we do? I'm getting a little bit bored, Mildred. Well, Kat, there's a novel here. Oh, excuse me. You might find it interesting. It's in the fiction category. We know that we all love our fiction, don't we? Oh, really? Oh, you just want me to read the one chapter? Oh, I guess it would take hours to read this, wouldn't it? Oh, what's the title of the fiction novel? Oh, the EIR, the Executive Intelligence Review. Oh, yes, it does cost some money, doesn't it? Did it? Oh, you got it for free. Oh, it's for free online, this one. Oh, and you can actually research the subjects under it. So, Executive Intelligence Review. Oh, we do like our fiction. January the 10th, 1997, volume 24, number 3. And the title is, Sir George Bushell, hey, on Her Majesty's service. Oh, when was this with the Puss in Boots fiction stories? Okay, here we go. Oh, Pussycat, where have you been? I've been to London to Magna Carta the Queen. Here we go, number 8, Australia and Waco, on page 31. Oh, it's a feature of the fiction novel. Oh, yes. Now, ladies, would you mind stop interrupting her while she reads? She reading you a story, so you should be grateful. Okay, here we go. US law enforcement authorities were convinced to launch a bloody raid against the Branch Davidian Center in Waco, Texas on April 19th, 1993, which resulted in the slaughter of over 80 people by a threatening of reports. Oh, don't the Australians call it a truckload of threatening? Oh, I do believe so. Now be quiet. Stop interrupting her. Okay, so this a truckload of reports that Branch Davidian leader David Koresh abused children and intended to commit a Jonestown-style massacre. The principal source of these evaluations was an Australian private detective, Jeff Hossack, who reported with a faction of the Davidians in Melbourne, Australia, around Mark Braut, B-R-E-A-U-T, Braut. Can you say Braut? Now, from 1990 onwards, Hossack bombarded the US consulate in Melbourne, the US Immigration and Naturalisation Service, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Internal Revenue Service, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco and Firearms, and other US agencies with his Jonestown's assessment of Koresh. He travelled frequently to the United States, where he coordinated a press campaign on that theme and was personally present in Waco to advise. Oh, it's in quotation marks. Oh, it's fiction. Stop it. Keep reading. To advise that an assault be carried out immediately. Oh, he coordinated a press campaign theme. Oh, it's fiction, don't worry about it. We know how much these stupid characters like this Jeffrey Hossack, how they love those, what they call the prostitutes of the fake news. Oh, whoa, I wonder if this is, you know that lady that we used to work with, wasn't she his daughter? It's fiction. Yes, but it'd be a little bit like if Puss in Boots had a daughter. Oh, so Puss in Boots' daughter. Oh, that was her. He offered her like $500 a day to join this Waco and said that he'd been produced by one of his friends in Hollywood, a producer. and he asked her father, Puss in Boots' daughter, Puss in Boots' daughter's father. Oh, goodness. Oh, that wasn't it? Oh, so he's part of this fiction. Crikeys, don't you feel like we're just living in a movie? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I think his daughter has ever since she was bloody born, the poor child. Okay, here we go. Let's carry on. During this entire period in which the Melbourne Davidians paid him virtually nothing. Oh, he was paid by those Lieblers, wasn't he? Shh, I think they were Mossad. Oh, stop it, keep reading. Hosak's chief employers were the extremist elements in Australia's Zionist community centred around World Jewish Congress, the WJC. Governing board chairman Izzy Liebler, L-E-I-B-L-E-R, and his brother Mark. Hosak worked for the Arnold Bloch, B-L-O-C-H, Liebler, L-E-I-B-L-E-R, law firm. Oh, so it would have been them that would have paid Puss in Boots' daughter, Puss in Boots' father's daughter, 500 bucks a day to join that cult. What was she going to do? Oh, he told her that she would have to have sex with him, but she'd be fitted with an IUD thing so she didn't get up the duff. Oh, God. But she wanted to rescue them, didn't she? Yes, but he didn't want nothing to do with that. She asked him a truckload of questions. Can't you remember the conversations we had with her? Oh, she knew something was fishy because he'd already kept her passport from when he took her to America a few years previously, didn't he? And when was she? That was like in 2002 or 2003, just before all this took place. So he's going to blood sacrifice his own daughter. Sick people in this world. Oh, so this Izzy Liebler, Order of the British Empire, is an established British asset. Oh, wasn't it the Brits that did end up getting his daughter, Puss in Boots' father's daughter, and doing something, abducting her from her home and sticking her in one of those psych wards and experimenting? She claims she got a brain chip and all. And now what we're seeing on the fake news, on that fake social media news these days, is that people are connecting to Bluetooth and everything like that, and they've been implanted. And she had that discharge from her nose, that clear discharge and hair loss and everything after they experimented on her. Maybe we thought she was a bit kooky, but we thought we'd known her before that happened to her. So something obviously happened to her in that place. Oh, God, it's like we're all going back in time. I'm in these horrible NAZI concentration camps being experimented on. Oh, God, do you think she's alive today? Because aren't these conspiracy nutters coming out and saying that, oh, the 5G is going to kill all the people that have had a inoculation, and then the ones that haven't died of their inoculation, they're expected to die within 2 to 3 years. You know, these conspiracy kooks, where do you think they get off coming out with this credible type of information? Geez, somebody should look up these people that are killing everybody, and they're using a tower in people's homes or something to do with a microwave or oven or something, and that these people, they get hooked up to it and they get these thoughts downloaded and they can interact dreams and everything. Imagine, and now you got all these people coming out saying they've been channeling spirits and angels for years and years. They've been doing this stuff to people for decades. You know, 5G was perfected in the 1970s, 1974, and the CIA come out with a published document in 2010. Oh, yes. So all these conspiracy nutters could be onto something, do you think? Oh, you stop it. You've interrupted her again. Now, listen. Please behave, because we've only got 2 more minutes and this cloaking button will automatically go off. Now, before it goes off, we've got to zoom off out of here, because see that guy there with the bottle in his hand? He's likely to turn around and smash our front window, and we've got to go to Jupiter, and we're not going to get through all that starter field and everything in that space-time continent with a broken fucking front windshield in the Chaos spaceship. Okay, so this Izzy Liebler, Order of the British Empire, is an established British asset. His political career was created by the Canadian whiskey baron. Ooh, we've run out of whiskey. Shut up, let her read. And the WJC president, Edgar Bronfman. Ooh, it's juicy, isn't it? as documented in the bestseller Dope, INC. The Bronfman family, in turn, has served for decades as retainers in the highest levels of the British oligarchy. The Bronfmans' longtime family attorney, the late Louis Mortimer Bloomfield, was the chief executive of British Intelligence Private Assassination Bureau. Oh my God, and this guy Hozak, he's all connected to them. So that's why. Well, how come his daughter, because she said that she was worried he or somebody he knew was going to abduct her because he'd kept her passport. And she told her mother at the time when she got home from having dinner with him, she knew something was up. He'd never come ever to visit her on his own to take her out to dinner. She knew something was up, and her mum, as soon as she got inside the door, and mum said to her, "Okay, so tell me, what did he want?" And she said, "You tell me, because you didn't come out to dinner." She said, "Well, he didn't invite me." And I said, "No," and I gave you opportunity to get ready because I didn't want to go on my own. And she apparently said to her daughter, "Well, I thought that he actually was going to be a father and he wanted to spend the evening with you and take you out for dinner. So come on, I'll make us a cuppa and you tell me everything." "Okay, so first of all, tell me, what did you eat? Because I know we took you to a fancy restaurant." "Okay." So, yeah. So she had a witness there. She was actually a boy that she had gone to high school with. She hadn't seen for years anyway, so it was quite, a bizarre encounter that her father sat there and said, "It's a small world, isn't it?" So he sort of kept his voice down a little bit after that, and he was a little bit wary. He paid for expenses on her car too, because her car had broken down the evening before and she didn't have the 500 or $600 to fix it. And he said that he didn't have any money and he was really reluctant, and he did. He got a car out, paid for it with his card. Oh yeah, it would have all been connected, hey? So there'd be proof there somewhere in his banking history connected to these people that he was there. He got a car out and then he took her out to dinner, and then he put the proposal to her to join this bloody cult. He was going to use his own daughter as a sacrifice. Okay. So this Louis Mortimer Bloomfield was the chief executive of the British Intelligence Private Assassination Bureau, Permidex, and a board member of the Rothschilds Institute of Jewish Affairs in London, the mother organisation of the Izzy Liebler founded Australian Institute of Jewish Affairs. It's just terrible what these people do and how they exploit their own children. Like, he would have known what was going to happen. He was all part of the orchestration of all those people dying in that massacre. I know. Look, it's a fiction thing. Don't get yourself all upset over your friend that's not your friend anymore because she hasn't spoken to you since she moved to New Zealand or friggin' the Philippines or the Samoa Islands or wherever she went to. Who knows? Maybe they've even had her bumped off by now. Like, geez, look at all this shit going on in the world. Okay, we got uncloak because it gave us an extra couple of minutes. We got uncloak and get out of here because we don't want this bastard here with a bottle thrown at us. Okay, ciao.